Forth, and welcome once again to another episode of Inside the Industry with James Bartholet. Sitting with me tonight, our one sole guest that's on because she is such a big, beautiful star that we had to do a whole show just on her. That's how much of a legend she is. Not only is she in the Urban X Hall of Fame, but she's also in the AVN Hall of Fame. Her career started in 1989. Before some of you were even born. But your parents enjoyed her. Mm-hmm. Your parents probably conceived you after watching her scenes. That's how hot she is. She is retired now from performing, but has worked in mainstream. She's done music videos for Brian McKnight, for Snoop Dogg, and several other big recording stars. She's also appeared in some mainstream movies. And now she has a mainstream career and life, but she still makes the appearances at all of our adult stuff. She'll be out with me at a bunch of events this summer, but right now we have got her here. Let's put our hands together for the legendary Domonique Simone. Hello.
Hello.
And cheers to you. You've got your champagne.
Yes.
I have a non-alcoholic drink in my little thing. Good, you know.
Cheers.
Oh, that's good. Cheers. Yes. We have the Inside the Industry news tonight and what you must watch from our good friends at themall.sexy. We have contests going on. You can win a 24-hour pass to watch whatever you want at dukeshardcorehoneys.com, where we have Twisted Tales, our animated series, and we are doing the second Succubus movie, Succubus 2, starring Marika Hasse with, get this cast, we've already recorded with Priya Rai and myself. Next week we'll be recording with Dick Chibbles, Marika Hasse, and Annika Albright. Wow, how exciting, and a very exciting show next week. We'll be going on a little bit earlier next week. But besides Dick Chibbles and Marika Hasse joining us, we're also going to be joined by Coco Lovelock is going to be with us. And maybe possibly Annika, if she could stick around a little bit. So I believe that broadcast is going to be about 4 o'clock next Wednesday. We also have a contest going on where you can get a chance to go to the Urban X Awards in August. And that's going to be the middle of August in downtown Los Angeles. We are giving away 4, let's be generous, let's give away 5 passes to go to the Urban X Awards right into insidecontest@gmail.com. We'll put that address, that little thing on the lower thirds here for you. insidecontest@gmail.com. And make sure you put in Urban X Contest in the header. Now, we also are giving away for 3 lucky viewers or listeners out there to win a free ticket to go to the TCL Chinese Theater. That's the Hollywood Grauman's Theater with the footprints and the handprints in there.
Yes.
So write in insidecontest@gmail.com and put ticket giveaway in the bottom of that. Now, do you remember, Domonique Simone on with us now, that there was an adult store that had boob prints, hand prints, butt prints, and feet prints in it in front of the store, and it was on Sunset Boulevard?
Sunset and across from Tower Records, over that way?
No, well, it's more down toward the Roxy and the whiskey and all that. The old Hustler store when it was on Sunset.
Oh, yes, I remember Hustler, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you ever do your prints in anything?
No, I never did.
Wow.
I never did. But I had a doll.
You had a doll?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. There's the contest, the inside contest.
I don't know, am I supposed to be looking this way?
No, you look right into the camera.
Okay, when I'm talking, just look at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you had a doll? Was it a full-size doll?
Yes, it was a full-size doll, and lifelike. They did the mold of my boobs.
Do you still have it?
No, I don't even have one of the dolls, but I did have one of them. Yeah.
Can you imagine if we got your doll together and Misty's doll together, and then you could scissor each other?
Wow, that'd be hot.
Yeah.
Get me and Misty together so we could scissor.
Okay, you want to do that. Now, let me ask you, you have a very successful mainstream life and career. Does the past adult stuff threaten it at all?
No, it doesn't, because when I was going out for a lot of the mainstream things, I never did say that I went out as under my real name.
Right.
So,
but they must recognize you.
well, it's so funny you were talking about the Brian McKnight video that I did, and I remember on the set, Brian said to me, he said, "Wow, you look so familiar. Have I seen you somewhere before?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so."
Yeah.
So I never like really said anything. But then when I did the music video for Snoop, I was on the set and Snoop was walking behind me. He was like, "Yeah, I know who you are," Dr. Dre, when I was in the video. He was like, "I know who you are." But I never did when I was going out.
But they never did anything bad to you.
No.
They were respectful.
No, they were very
But
respectful.
that's Snoop and that's Dre. They're
Yes,
respectful
very
people.
respectful, very
Yes.
respectful.
Yeah. So that is so interesting, because going in to doing this, there's a lot of young females and male stars that go, "This is all I could do." I want you to look in the camera and tell them this is not all you can do.
It's not all you can do. You can basically do whatever you want to do. And
Yeah.
and I went on a lot of auditions for movies, and want to know who got me started was Greg Dark. Remember
Really?
Gregory Dark?
Yeah.
Because he was doing stuff for HBO, and so he put me in my first mainstream. It was called Call Girl. Yeah.
Oh,
Because
do you remember the company that put that out?
No, I don't remember the company that put it out, but I did a movie called Mirror Images for him. I did Call Girl. Do you remember Julie Strange? She was the heavy metal girl. And
she was the judge on Playboy's Night Court.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She's amazing.
God bless her. She was a great gal.
Yes. And so I did a love scene with Judy Strain in one of Greg Dark's movies. Yes. When I first started, I was just like 19 years old. And
you were 18 when you started.
Yes. And Julie Strain is actually the person, and when she was like, "You're so beautiful."
You are.
And I was looking at her, and her boobs, and just tall.
Oh God, she was what?
Boobs. And
6'4"?
Yes,
I think?
and she's the reason why I decided that I wanted to I was like, I want boobs like that, and it was because of her. And
So you didn't have these back then?
No, I was very small. I was like a B.
No way.
Yes, and what's really funny is that I did a shoot. Remember Ebony magazine? They had Ebony Men. So one of my first shoots was with Ebony Men, and I was natural there, and very, very petite, very petite.
Wow, so I know those super fans out there are probably on their other laptop or going
Domonique
like,
Simone,
"Ooh,
no
yeah,
boobs."
look at Domonique
Simone, no
Google
boobs.
Domonique Simone, no boobs. Yeah. How difficult was it when you got in 1989 to go to the boyfriend or the fiance or the girlfriend, the friends, the family, and say, "I'm getting into adult"? Because that was 1989.
Well, what's really funny is my family didn't know anything about me being an adult, and then everybody found out because I did an episode of People's Court, and Taylor Wayne was on there with me.
Oh, Taylor Wayne.
It was called The Cabbie That Got Taken for a Ride. It's so funny. And so a lot of people from my hometown saw me on there, and that's when my grandmother saw me. She was a big People's Court fan, and that's how my family found out. But I never did tell anybody that I was doing. Never did tell anyone.
People's Court outed you as a porn star.
Yes,
Wow.
actually on the show, it was with Judge Wapner. Remember him?
Yeah.
And I remember when he started talking to Taylor, she was so nervous because he was.
Taylor Wayne nervous. I would love to have seen that. Yeah.
It it was one of their most aired episodes, and
Oh, God,
it was
yeah.
So the guy that took me to court, he basically outed me, and he was just like, because Judge Wapner, I was saying that he had my pictures all over his place, and he was kind of obsessed with me, and I felt like that's the reason why he was taking me to court. And Judge Wapner said, "Oh, so what do you do?" And he said, "She's a porn star."
Did it like that?
Yeah, she's a porn star, and it was just crazy. So that's how my family and friends found out. Yeah, my cousins.
Now, you
everyone,
dated
yeah.
a lot of celebs, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have. Yes.
And then they have that moniker that they could say, I slept with a porn star, but then you, on the other hand, turned around and said, well, I fucked this rap star, I fucked that movie star,
Well,
I fucked that rock
actually-
star.
I actually never did really talk about the people that I was with, you know.
Are you going to? Are you going to put out a book?
I
Yeah?
did write a book. I did write
Oh,
a
that's
book.
right.
Yes.
Porn.
A Star is Porn.
A Star is Porn. That's right. I've got that book. You didn't bring a copy with you?
Yes, I did bring a copy, and that's one of the things that I left in my car. Yes, I
Oh.
did bring a copy.
All right. So it's called A Star is Porn. I have read this book. It is very good. There's so many adult stars that have put out books, but hers is a wonderfully told story. And it's not blaming anybody for you doing this. It's not really outing too many people. It's not like, Epstein's list of who fucked who. It's just a nice telling of your life, and it kind of ends in a happy ending, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does. And I wanted to tell my story and just tell people about how I got into the industry. I came out here at a really young age and came out here to go to college, and one thing led to another, and I told my story, and I hope that a lot of the young girls can benefit from my story.
That's true.
Because the business is so different now.
Oh my God. Tell them.
It's just really different. When I go to the events, I remember when we used to go to the shows, and I say, that's Amber Lynn, that's Ginger Lynn, that's Chrissy Canyon. I knew who everyone was, but I go to the events now, and there's so many girls. I don't know.
You don't even know who these girls are.
And they disappear. It's like they're here one day and then they're gone the next. And it's just, the business is so oversaturated with girls, and with the cam girls, and everybody's a porn star now.
Well, that's just the thing. We've got our phone number up right now, 818-231-2580, so you can call in. It is so different now, and any girl that does an OnlyFans calling herself a porn star, no, there's a whole thing. But let's take this call here first. Hello, caller. Who's this and where are you calling from tonight?
My name is Christopher Whaley,
Hi.
and I am one of Domonique Simone's biggest fans.
Yes, love you. Hi.
Hey, sweetheart, how you doing, boo? You look so pretty.
Thank you. Thanks for calling in.
Open up the jacket. Give him a look. Look at that.
I'm loving the
I know,
interview. I
it's
just want to
hot
call
here
and say
today.
that I love Domonique
Sweating.
and just show us some love.
Yeah.
Catch you later, boo boo. Talk to you later, boo.
Thanks for calling in.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, sweetie. Okay.
Gotta get that back to that baby oil. Keep watching that movie right there. Yeah. You always had this beautiful trademark look too. Look at those bangs on her. And now you and I go way back. I think like 25, 30 years we've known each other.
Yes.
And you always had that I love bangs on a girl. I think that looks so sexy, and then the lashes and the outfits.
They call it the Domonique Simone hair.
The Domonique Simone hair, like Misty Stone got her hair.
Yes,
Domonique Simone got
yes.
her hair. All right, let's go to our next caller. Hello, caller. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Good evening, James and Dominique. This is Guy from Pennsylvania.
Hello, Guy. How's everything out there in Pennsylvania tonight?
Better than the wind from the other week.
Oh, yes. I think you wrote to me that you had tornadoes going through there or something.
It went right through the yard.
Whoa, isn't that crazy? Wow, that's crazy.
We all are crazy in our own special way.
But at least
I have
you're better
3
now. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I have some questions to the beloved and lovely Dominique.
Yes.
I have 3 of them, if I may, if that's
Please,
okay.
go ahead. Go ahead, Guy.
Okay, first question of the 3 is, of the 200 or so adult video shoots, and taking into account various talents,
The mic.
directors, stage crew, and so on, which was your favorite to do and why?
Wow. I'd say my favorite movie that I did would have probably been The Passion. And
Oh, that was a good one.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, I really liked doing that one. We did a scene in the helicopter, myself and Shawn Michaels, and
And you actually had sex with Sean while the helicopter was up in the air.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
There
that's
was
awesome.
there was a girl named Puma Suede who did that, and she totally got busted, and then the guy lost his job as a helicopter
Wow, I didn't know
operator
that.
because they said it was life threatening. Like what? How was it life threatening? Well, you're gonna orgasm and go out of control. We're flying over the 405 now. Oh, I'm coming. Boom. I don't know. Anyways.
We didn't. Well, we went up and then he just kind of like flew around a little bit. And it was
Oh,
just,
I bet he went up.
Yeah, it wasn't a full set scene. It was just I think it was just a blowjob scene. But I really liked.
But still a blowjob. Now, he wasn't operating the helicopter at the time. You were just both passengers.
We were both passengers, but
Were you scared to do that?
Yes, I was, because I have a fear of flying. So
Yeah.
so I was afraid to do that, but it was a lot of fun. And another movie I liked doing was the Andrew Blake movie that I did, Hidden Obsessions. That was
I
really
got to
fun.
tell you, Andrew Blake, some of you may or may not have heard of his name before, but Andrew Blake was the man who made beautiful artistic feature films. I mean,
Yes.
they were so beautifully shot, color balanced. Well, all of them are color balanced, but I mean, they were just like real pieces of art. But then it seemed like the powers that be said, oh, what do we need all that artsy fartsy stuff for? Just get to the fucking, you know?
Yes, yes.
I mean, there are still people out there, and Guy, you may be one of them, that appreciates a beautifully well shot and scripted and acted and performed piece of work.
Oh, absolutely.
You look at the stuff that Vixen does overseas and Darcel. Wow. I mean, those are beautiful, beautiful things. I think Mark Dorcel has carried on that torch from
yes,
him.
yes, yes.
Do you agree?
Caballero used to do some stuff like that back in the day.
Oh,
Caballero's
God.
still
Oh,
around?
very good. Oh, you get a
Wow.
cookie. You get a cookie. You knew that one. Yeah.
Wow, Caballero's still around now.
No, no, he's not around now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This company's old, yeah.
Yeah. Next question, Guy.
Well, this is not adult industry related, but fashion industry related.
Okay.
I heard that you started in fashion college and had some endeavors in the fashion industry.
You went
Would
to
you mind
fashion
telling
school.
us?
Yes,
about
I
those?
actually started off, I went to a fashion institute.
At 17?
Yes, at 17. I came out here on a scholarship to go
Awesome.
on that fashion.
Georgia.
From Georgia. Yes, and that's how I started, in California as I was a student. And yes, at the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. And now I think they do the design for Dancing with the Stars. And it was,
Now, was that the one in Valencia or the one in downtown?
it's downtown Los Angeles.
Off
yes.
of Wilshire.
Off of, at the time it was like downtown off of 7th and Flower, but
Yeah.
they've moved
Yeah.
locations
It's
since
off
then.
of Wilshire now. Near
Yes,
the park.
it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but go on.
Yeah, but it was a fun experience for me. But that was my stint in the fashion business.
Did you make clothes or you design costumes
No,
or what?
I actually went for merchandise marketing, and what's really funny
Ooh,
is
you
that
look a smart girl.
what's really funny is that I went to school with one of the Arquette boys, Rosanna Arquette's brother. I can't remember.
David?
Not David. He's-
Zeppo?
Not Zeppo.
Groucho?
No.
Harpo?
But there's a lot of like famous, kids that were going to that school, a lot of like rich kids and stuff. It was really cool. And I actually went to school. I came out here when I was 18, so I went to the Fashion Institute for a little bit, and then I started my stint in the adult films.
Did you ever feature dance?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
because
feature
my
danced
ex,
a lot.
Mimi, I think you guys sometimes were on the same bill.
Mimi Miyagi.
Yeah.
We were called Exotica. We danced together.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yep,
We did. We did.
That's a whole different episode.
Yeah, a lot
there,
of fun times with Mimi Miyagi.
You and me both.
Yes.
Next question.
Well, before I ask this last question, happy birthday. We share the
Yes,
same
thank
birthday.
you.
Bird
Happy
bath? What did
birthday
he
to
say?
us.
Birthday, my bird bath.
Bird bath.
Happy birthday. My birthday is June 18th.
Birthday.
Oh, that's right,
And
because
we
we're going to
share
go
it with Paul
Yamashiro.
McCartney.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
Okay. Of all the projects, movies, videos, public appearances, and your adventures as a parent, what is your favorite memory out of all of those, which you shall always cherish? And I
Wow.
thank you for taking my time. and have a
Wow,
wonderful
one of
night.
my favorite
All right.
memories that I always cherish was when I was out one night with Janet Jack Me. We were out at, what was the club that used to be in Century City?
Oh, the Century Club.
The Century Club, and I met
That was
Prince.
Danny's club.
Yes.
Oh, and you met Prince
And
out
I
there.
met Prince, and that was how I met Prince at that club. And
Now,
that
do
was,
you remember how he used to drink? He had a. Do you want me to tell her? Or you tell her.
you tell it.
Oh,
tell
are you
it.
sure?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So, I was with a very famous star, and we were at the Roxbury, but we were also at the Century Club. And the purple one, Prince, had this big snifter of brandy, and then he had a lollipop.
Yes.
And he would take the lollipop and dip it in the brandy and then suck it off. And we were like, please, please. But the chicks were just lining up to be around him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was his thing. But all right, let's get another call. Hello, caller. Who's this? Where you calling from?
Hey, James, it's Jason.
Hello, Jason. Say hello to
Hey, what's
Domonique
up?
Simone.
Hello.
Hello, Simone. I just wanted to tell
It's
you, Simone,
Domonique
you look
Simone.
very beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
She is lovely on the inside and out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Talented woman.
yeah.
Have you seen any
I
of her
can't wait
movies?
for Coco Love Pop.
What's that?
I can't wait for your next guest next week.
Oh, I bet you'll be calling in on that, huh?
Who's your guest
Coco
next week?
Lovelock, yeah, she's
Well,
one of
we've
my
got-
favorites.
Yeah, we've got Coco and a bunch of people on.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a little
Amazing.
But
tiny
you look
little boy.
incredible, Simone.
Thank you so much.
It's
Thank
Dominique
you.
Simone.
You really do.
Thank you.
Have you? Are you not familiar with her movies?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, I suggest that you get your favorite lube or some coconut oil or something, or some big bottle of olive oil or boy butter or whatever you want to use, and just get in there
Right.
online and go and check out her movies. Have you? Now, I know this caller because he calls in all the time, and he's very, very much into the VR porn now. Have you ever done a VR porn scene?
VR. What is VR?
So I guess you haven't. That answers that question. The VR porn is where they come and the camera goes all the way around you.
Oh, wow. I've never.
And so when they watching it with those VR glasses, it's like they're right there with you.
Wow.
So you move your head
Yeah,
like
it's
this,
really
and
cool.
You can see all these angles.
You want to know what's really funny is that I don't even watch porn. The only porn that I really get to see is on Twitter. Every time I go on Twitter.
Well, you're
there's
so busy.
Yeah, I don't even watch.
No, you are.
porn.
You're busy with your career. You're busy with your kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What's
trust me.
I have a
Yeah, when
I have
when
a
you got
question.
kids, you have no time to do that.
Yeah, mine are older, but yeah.
Because you could lock yourself in the bathroom and have your phone there, and the next thing you know, there's like, Grandpa, what are you doing in there?
But I didn't even watch movies when I was doing them. I never watched my own scenes.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
You never watched your own
No,
scenes?
I wouldn't watch my scenes, but one thing I would do is I would watch Sometimes, every once in a while, I would watch TT's scenes, my ex TT's. because I-
Oh God, you
Yeah.
were with TT for what, 3 years?
Yes.
Yeah, 3 years you were with TT.
Yes.
Now, did you have a kid with him?
No, I didn't.
Okay. All right, but you watched his scenes.
I would watch some of them because I was curious about some of the girls that he was working with, and I wanted to see what the dynamics were, and yeah.
So then later are you in bed with him going, how come you don't eat my pussy like that? Put him on the spot.
No, because he was always good at everything he did. So
Oh,
yeah.
look at you do a close up on her face like that and make a meme out of that.
Yeah, he was.
That
so.
satisfied look when you know your man
That was not our
knows
issue.
how to hit the
There
G
was-
spot.
That was not our issue at
Yeah.
all. I think that, when you're a couple and you're in this industry, and it was just a lot.
That's a great question. But Jason, thanks for calling in, buddy.
We were like
All right.
we were like the Tom
Bye.
and Pamela,
Okay.
Pamela Anderson of the
Yes,
business.
yes, you were. I remember that. Because that was about when I was going out with Mimi, I think, at that time.
Yes.
Or Holly.
Holly,
Body.
you went out with Holly?
Holly Body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
And
girl.
Isis Nile. all them
Isis was
girls.
my roommate for a while.
Oh, she was crazy. Yeah.
We used to go. Remember that after hours club that everybody used to go to? Don't your mama know? No,
Oh.
not don't. What was the other one?
Yeah, I know, but we can't say it on the air. But yeah.
So
Yeah, we would go to these places and it was like a house.
Yes,
and all kinds of
yes,
shenanigans go
yes.
on. And there'd be all kinds of stars. And that's where I met my dear friend who was my friend for years, Ronaldo Ray. And he'd be sitting around,
Yes, I know.
red,
He-
from the
comedian.
shows, yeah.
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 Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. And there was some times when I would wake up in the middle of the night and she'd go out, and I wake up and she'd have like 30 people at the place, that she's brought back from the after hours.
Oh yeah, and I mean and there were all kinds of people. There were rock stars, there were movie stars, there were
Yes.
musicians, hip hop stars, there were porn stars,
Yes.
certified public accountants, dry cleaners. I mean, everybody was there,
Yes.
and
it was-
everybody had a good time. But it was like the old days with Studio 54. And all of those wonderful places that, it's like you had to be somebody or know somebody to get into these things.
Yes.
But once you got in, you were in.
You were in.
You were in.
You were in.
So it was no problem. But
Yes.
it was like wild. And, you and I coming from, out of this area and then coming into the big city and all of this stuff, you're almost like a deer in the headlights for a minute going
yes,
like, what
yes.
the fuck?
Yes.
What
yes.
is the most incredible experience you've ever had going at a nightclub? Did you ever have sex in a nightclub? I bet you did.
No, I didn't. But
Really?
no, I didn't. But I'm not a swinger, but I've been to a few like swinger clubs, and I remember.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that before the show. Yeah.
And I
yeah.
remember this one time when I went with Lexington. Still, we went to this swinger club, and I just
In
remember-
Vegas?
It was out here.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it used to be downtown.
Oh,
Remember that place?
Is that the one that Brittany Andrews had?
Maybe it was her place.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of like a dungeon
so much
shit.
Fun. So
Oh
much
fuck
fun.
yeah! She just got inducted
In the Hall of Fame, yes,
XRCO, congratulations, Brittany. We love you. And just married to a very cool guy. And it was Brittany had this place, and everybody went down.
I knew it. I knew it was like someone's place that was
Yeah,
in the
it was.
industry.
It was near Little Tokyo.
Yes, it was.
Yep. It's amazing with all the partying that she and I have done that we remember any of this stuff. That's the amazing thing. Because we used to have some crazy things where we would like party until like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
And then it was like, now we get up before dawn and go to the gym.
Now I'm in bed by 9 o'clock.
Same here.
Yeah,
Same in bed. Yeah, in bed at 9 o'clock. And then we get up early and take care of the kids, take care of our lives, take care of our careers, do this whole thing. But do you ever look back at that and said, there's a reason why I survived all that.
Sometimes I think I can't believe I survived all of that because
That part too. Yeah.
because it was a lot. But I think that there is a reason why I survived all of that, and
We're going to get to that in 1 second.
Okay.
But we do need to take this call. Hello, caller. Is this where you're calling from?
Hey, James. Good evening. This is Anthony in Tampa. How you doing, man?
Anthony, how are you? Say hello to the lovely and legendary Miss Domonique Simone.
Hi, Anthony.
Hi, Miss Dominique. How are you doing this evening?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. So, James, I will say that, we always miss you now that you have not made it back to the Tampa Awards show the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah. For Night Moves. Yeah.
Yes, Night Moves.
Well,
So,
you know what?
Miss Dominique.
If they want to bring me and Misty and maybe Dominique, if you want to come,
Oh, I would love
if we
to.
can work it out with the
Yeah.
schedule, the three of us will come out because we're kind of like the Three Musketeers. We'll come out there.
Yes, I would love to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know that we always have to work that out with Tracy and Paul.
Oh, yeah, of course. And again, we congratulate Tracy and Paul for being inducted into the XRCO Hall of Fame this
Yeah,
last weekend.
I saw that. I
Yeah.
saw that.
So do you have a
So,
question
Miss
for
Dominique,
Domonique Simone? Yes, go ahead.
I do, and it's actually it's a pleasure to speak with a legend like you, Miss
Oh,
Simone.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Back in the day, I'm sure that you could go anywhere and be recognized.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you've had many years out of the industry, and there's such a younger generation out there now that does watch a lot of that content. Do you find yourself anywhere out in public and an old timer comes up to you and says, "Hey, can I get your autograph or can I get a picture with you?" Do you still get that?
Yes, I do still get that, and it's so amazing because a lot of people recognize me from my hair, from the bangs and the long hair, and they're like, "Oh."
And maybe
my
the
boobs.
boys, yeah.
The boobs that have gone through so
And
many
these
changes
legs.
throughout the years. Yes.
Yeah.
I know when I was walking up, you were like, "You're nothing but legs."
Yeah, she's like amazing. And she's like a bottle of wine. And I've known this woman over 30 years. And she just is like, gets better every single year
Oh,
when I
thank
see
you.
her.
I try to.
Yeah.
I try to take care of
I can
myself. I
definitely-
try to keep it sexy. Got to keep up
I can
with these
definitely
youngsters. It's
say
hard.
that back in the day,
Yeah.
Miss Simone was, she was, like I said, she's a legend now. So,
Oh, thank
she
you.
was who we grew up with watching, any type of movies. So, but,
Well, what's your favorite Domonique
I-
Simone scene or movie?
Oh, everybody always says this.
well, it seemed like, and for me, anytime I ever turned anything on, she was always with Peter North.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to say Peter North because everyone always says, "Oh, I remember that bathtub scene with you and Peter North." And he was the plumber. And I was just like, yeah, that was a really fun time.
Because the chemistry
Yeah.
was there. And he could perform, not like these young kids nowadays that are 20 years old and they're shooting up their dick with Calverjet and they're popping pills. And we're on the set and we're going like, dude, you're 20 years old and you need to do all this enhancement to get your dick hard.
Wow.
Maybe you should go back and get that job at Amazon again because this is not the job for you.
Yes, I was talking to Lexington a few weeks ago, and he was telling me that that's what the guys were doing, and I was just like, wow.
No, and we didn't have that back in the day.
No way.
And that is very dangerous because first of all, it's an open wound. Okay. Second of all, you can tell a male porn star that's on medication in a scene because their face is beet red.
Yes, yes.
Because you have that blood flow.
Yes, it's because of the vessels and everything, as
Yeah.
in medical. So I know that.
So
and it's very dangerous for them. They could have a heart attack or
Tell him the
Yeah,
medical
they can have a heart
reasons why,
attack, They
baby.
can have a stroke. It's very dangerous. But the things these guys will do to just stay hard.
I would say that the first time I saw Domonique was, I think it was like Baby Got Back,
Oh,
one
wow.
of those.
Oh, remember that series?
Oh, wow. I
Yeah.
remember how it got started,
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Well, tell us real quick.
I do.
I went to go audition for In Living Color, and I just thought that I would just get on there just because I was just a porn star. And
To be a fly girl?
Yeah, I went and auditioned to be a fly girl. And
Yeah.
I went and auditioned with Janet Jackme. And she's a dancer. She's
Yeah.
a dancer. I'm not a dancer, but she's a dancer. And I just remember that audition, and I thought I could just go in and just be sexy.
Over
and,
at Paramount.
do all that. And they were just like, okay. Okay, they were laughing. and, so,
And I could just see Rosie Paris go, okay,
okay, next,
Banco,
next.
Nice teeth, nice ass, next. Bring that Lopez girl back on.
It was so funny, and I remember Christian Mann. At the time, he was the owner of Video Team, and he was just like, "What happened at the audition?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't do that well. Baby didn't have enough back." And he was like, "Baby didn't have enough back. My baby's got back. We're gonna do that next week."
Whoa! Are you guys taking notes here? This is a historical thing. This is the woman who inspired that idea for a very, very popular series.
Yes.
Baby Got Back. Because they did over 40 of those.
Yes, and the thing is, we did at the time that My Baby's Got Back song had just come out, and we did the cover that we did for the first My Baby's Got Back was actually a Two Live Crew cover. Remember Two Live Crew?
Oh, yeah.
And they had the three girls with their, and they were like looking back. So it was myself and Janet Jackme and another adult actress by the name of Lorna D. And we did that cover, and during that time we were doing a lot of movies. Like they did The Takeoff of New Jack City. I did Black Jack City. We did Boomerang. I did Boomerang. So we were Girls in the Hood. They had Boys in the Hood. So
and remember, this is Baby's Got Back, not Baby Back Ribs. That is the restaurant commercial. I want my baby back ribs. Well, I want my baby.
Miss Domonique.
Triple H titties.
And they did a lot of My Baby's Got Backs. Like you said, they were up to like 40 and
Over 40.
Yes.
Oh God, yeah.
And I could see how everything changed too, because when we did it, it was just me and Jenna Jackme and Lorna D. It was the Booties, and then all of a sudden the Video Team went through an era. They went through the
Marcus did a scene with you in that, didn't he?
Marcus. I worked with Mr. Marcus, but I
But
don't
not
think
on
it
that
was
one.
for that. I worked with Shawn Michaels.
You worked with Sean a lot.
A lot.
And Lex.
Julian and
and Julian St. John.
Julian St. John.
Yeah. Hi,
And-
Julian. I know he
Hi.
watches. Yeah.
And Lexington, and I've worked with Mr. Marcus like once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he speaks very well of
I
you.
think that's the
I
one
love
that I
this.
always remembered. Is the one where y'all were like standing on a ladder.
Okay, that's My Baby's
And-
Got Back 3.
You were fucking
Okay,
on a ladder?
so yeah.
No, the cover.
Oh,
The cover.
yeah, 'cause it's
Cover
hard
is
to fuck on a
standing
ladder.
on the ladder. Or in front
Yes,
of a
I was
ladder.
in the middle, and
I
I
remember-
think it was Lana Sands, and was it
Lana Sands.
what was the other Venus?
Wasn't it Persia? I think was it?
Persia. Oh my God.
Me and
Yeah.
Lana Sands and Persia. Wow,
Persia.
those were the good old days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I used to
yeah.
It
love
was
working
funny
with Tabitha
because-
too. Remember Tabitha?
Yes.
Was it Tabitha Love? Was that her name? Tabitha?
There was Tabitha Cash.
Tabitha,
the one that
Tabitha
was
Cash
the,
was
the,
from
the
Europe.
little French gal.
Yeah, she was the one that was from Europe. She
Oh,
was
that
hot.
that girl.
She was beautiful. Beautiful.
She was like, oh, I want to suck you, and you were like,
Beautiful.
dun 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 dun,
Beautiful.
dun 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 dun. I got a boner. You know, it was like crazy.
Yeah, she was beautiful, Tabitha.
She really
What's wrong with you, man?
was. She was this little firecracker.
Yeah, it's a little tiny, petite little thing.
God, and you're a tiny little petite thing.
Oh.
But I mean, it's like these. What is that old saying? Good things come in small packages.
Oh,
you feel
they
me?
do.
Yeah, they do.
They do. They do.
Well, Anthony, it was so good to hear from you and have you call in tonight, buddy.
Always a pleasure, James.
Okay.
I hope to see you guys again soon. Miss Domonique, thank you so much.
Thank you so much
You've
for
been
calling in.
you've been awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so
You guys
much.
have a great night.
All
You
right,
too.
good night. All right, we're going to break away for a commercial. When we come back, we've got the Inside the Industry news, what you must watch, and we have taken more phone calls from you at 818-231-2580. Domonique Simone is here with us tonight, baby. We'll be right back. So good to hear from you.
If you like your cartoons, comics, animated porn, and games that are hot, raw, and uncensored, well then check out DukesHardcoreHoneys.com.
Have a great night.
That's DukesHardcoreHoneys.com. You can see the sexiest erotic stories that feature curvy women, MILFs, lusty teens, and well-hung studs. There's superhero porn, horror porn, and suspense porn, monster porn, and horny housewives. If you like it with hundreds of videos, games, and thousands of comics, you'll be guaranteed to come back. Well then check out Duke's Hardcore Honey. Check out the new Twisted Tales animation Hardcore Honey, featuring the voice talents of some of the most popular stars in the adult entertainment industry, women. And coming this summer, they'll be adding some new hardcore VR animated superheroes to the site of horror porn. So check out DukesHardcoreHoneys.com. You won't be disappointed with hundreds of videos, HardcoreHoneys.com. You'll be guaranteed to come back. Well then check out, you know what, I'm so plus. Check out, there's so many porn details, animation, what the voice talents. I mean, some of the most popular stars in the adult entertainment industry.
Don't worry.
And coming this summer, they'll be adding some new hardcore VR animated superheroes to the site of horror porn. So check out DukesHardcoreHoneys.com. You won't be disappointed with hundreds of videos, HardcoreHoneys.com.
Every Wednesday night and on the Inside the Industry.
You know what? I'm so plus. Check out, there's so many porn details, animation, what the voice talents. I mean, some of the most popular. If you like your cartoons, comics, animated porn, and games that are hot, raw, and uncensored, well then check out DukesHardcoreHoneys.com. That's DukesHardcoreHoneys.com. You can see the sexiest erotic stories that feature curvy women, MILFs, lusty teens, and well-hung studs. There's superhero porn, horror porn, and suspense porn, monster porn, and horny housewives. If you like it with hundreds of videos, games, and thousands of comics, you'll be guaranteed to come back. Well then check out Duke's Plus, check out the new Twisted Tales animation Hardcore Honey, featuring the voice talents of some of the most popular stars in the adult entertainment industry, women. And coming this summer, they'll be adding some new hardcore VR animated superheroes to the site of horror porn. So check out DukesHardcoreHoneys.com. You won't be disappointed with hundreds of videos, HardcoreHoneys.com. You'll be guaranteed to come back. Well then check out, you know what, I'm so plus. Check out, there's so many porn details, animation, what the voice talents. I mean, some of the most popular stars in the adult entertainment industry.
Don't worry.
And coming this summer, they'll be adding some new hardcore VR animated superheroes to the site of horror porn. So check out DukesHardcoreHoneys.com. You won't be disappointed with hundreds of videos, HardcoreHoneys.com.
Every Wednesday night and on the Inside the Industry.
You know what? I'm so plus. Check out, there's so many porn details.
Hey, it's James Bartholet and Domonique Simone. Our phone number to call in is 818-231-2580. Let's give you the news here real quick. Mark Dorcel, that we were speaking of earlier, today releases Ricky Greenwood's MILFs, Volume 2, domestically on DVD through Pulse Distribution, starring our good friend Vicky Chase. And it's 156 hot minutes in this feature from Dorcel Vision, also starring Kylie Rocket, who's a doll, Seth Gamble, and Sarah Abrek. This is a very interesting thing for a lot of you guys that say, you know what, I like sex with a sex doll. Well, there's a company out in China now, and probably it'll cost an arm and a leg because of the embargo, and our staff looked up the prices. These dolls start at $1,600 and go up to $3,000. But get this. This is the new robot sex doll. Hello, did you not see Terminator? I'll be back. Squeeze your penis. This is offering cutting-edge automation and AI-driven interaction. These sex dolls have an auto blowjob, automated oral movements for a realistic interactive experience, electric hips, so the hips move around with the thrusting. The doll does that. It has a chat thing. It has a conversational intelligence response expression, except for the Misty Stone one that just talks back to you. But you can go and visit it at youloversdoll.com. Let's go to another call. Hello, caller. Who's this? Where you're calling from?
Hey, this is Dave from Tampa. How's everybody doing tonight?
Dave,
Good,
wow,
how
we
are
got a
you?
lot of people in Tampa watching us
right?
tonight.
Yes.
Say hello.
Yeah, James.
Well,
Oh, man, I got to say hello to Domonique. I mean, I've been a long-time fan, and wow,
Oh,
I
thank
just
you.
love seeing her there.
Thank you.
well,
gotta-
show them the goods there, baby. Look at ba-bam. Are you watching
Wow.
us or listening to us?
I'm watching. I actually muted the TV and the computer, and I'm just watching, and I'm talking to you now. So,
This girl is
Oh,
so
yeah.
amazing. Look at that body.
Thank you.
A lot of
man.
people don't know this. In 1999, Janet Jackson shot an entire music video on her breasts. It was amazing. So in love with you. So in love with you.
I was
You want
just the other day. I was
You want this early in
Just the other day, I was watching Dominique's scene. I was watching the scene with Dominique when she was at the poker table with Ron Jeremy and a couple of other guys.
Okay.
Oh, wow,
forget.
that was a good scene.
That was fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yes, that was a really good scene. I really liked doing that scene.
Yeah,
So what it was? They
Good
playing
time.
poker to get a chance to have sex with you?
I don't remember.
yeah, it was.
There was some poker.
Yeah, it was. She.
Oh, I bet there was some poker going on.
It was a lot going on. So I got a quick
poker.
question. I got a question for two of you guys.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to know if Dominique is going to go on a book tour now that she dropped her book, and I also want to know if you and James are going to shoot a scene together.
You have done a book tour.
Yeah, yes, I have, and I'm still doing a lot of interviews about my book, and
Like tonight.
yes, like tonight, and
Do we have the picture of the cover of the book that we could throw up there, Edric? We'll throw that up on the screen for you right now. And once again,
my book can be purchased at Barnes & Noble and on Amazon.
Oh, wow.
Barnes & Noble, yes, and it's called A Star is Born.
A Star is
there it is.
Born.
A
Wow.
Star is Born, and
Are you coming to Miami's Exotica?
I'm not. I'm planning on maybe going to. I've been asked to go to Miami. I've been asked to go to Chicago. So hopefully.
It's hard to get away. There it
Yeah.
is, right there. A Star is Born.
Yes.
There's the cover. That's a lovely cover.
Thank you. Thank
It's-
you. It was a
it's
really
hard-
nice cover to shoot. It was
Yeah.
really fun.
It's a little difficult now, caller, to do a lot of these shows because of the fact that, you know, these flights are being delayed by the airlines. I mean,
Yeah.
you fly in and out of Newark, and it's maybe 20% of flights coming in and out than they used to have. So
Yeah, that's not
it
fun.
is, and it's very expensive nowadays for everything. I mean, God, aluminum foil at the dollar store is now $10. I mean, this is nuts. 2 bags of groceries set you back $175.
I know.
It's
Got
nuts.
it.
I was checking
Well, I heard-
out at the grocery store this morning, and the girl goes, "Okay, that's $175." And I go, "That's 2 bags of groceries." And I go, "Gee, I guess I'm gonna have to go back to male prostitution." Oh, how dare you!
Yeah.
Take your business to another store. We don't
Yeah.
condone that kind of talk in here.
Well, I gotta ask Dominique, does she have a toy out?
A
You-
toy.
you do have a toy.
I had a toy out when I was with Video Team. We put together. We had a doll and a toy. Yes.
And you know what? I bet you, babe, that they could probably go online and Google Domonique Simone toy, and not eBay, but I'm sure that there's some collector that would turn around and probably is selling it.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And tell us again that whole process. They molded your boob and your pussy.
They did the mold of my boobs and it's so weird with these dolls because it was supposed to be like really a realistic version of me. So, you know, it's straight hair and the bangs and the mold and the mouth is like.
How's it again?
Like all dolls.
Look at the camera. Oh, this wasn't like that AI doll, right?
You know, so it was really fun because
So constantly your mouth is open, so you could take it to a poker game or the beach and go and just open up a beer.
Are all dolls' mouths open at all times?
Not the well, there was one that Misty Stone had, and it was closed, but it could open as you put the penis in. But we went to an Exotica.
The remote is open slowly.
And we put a joint in her mouth. And so people would go by the booth and we kind of like squeeze it and it would like puff
open
the joint.
Slowly. Close.
That's hilarious.
But I mean, I think it's a great idea to look up that doll and was it more than a doll or did you have like a torso?
It was a full doll, full blow up doll. Yes.
And you could put clothes on it?
Yeah, you could.
Can you imagine the guy? He's got you wrapped up and he's taking you to Victoria's Secret.
That's actually
and
pretty
the
frightening.
doll in a wheelchair, just pushing you around.
That's actually pretty frightening to think about.
I saw that one time at one of the expos.
You did?
And
I think I did too. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy bought a doll. Check this out, you guys. He bought the doll, put it in a wheelchair, and then he was talking to it. And so everybody thought, maybe he bought, an invalid friend of his girlfriend, or
it was a doll. I remember
and
seeing
it was the doll. And he talked to the doll and go, "Honey, do you like this outfit?" Because people sell clothes there, and he was buying the clothes and everything. And finally, another girl walked up to me and she goes, "That's the damnedest thing I ever saw."
You didn't have to worry about her talking back, though.
But she goes, the amazing thing was the doll's hand reached over and started stroking his dick. Ba-dum-bum. That part. Hashtag that part.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What's your favorite, caller? What is your favorite Domonique Simone scene?
Domonique, it has to be the one at the poker table.
The poker table.
That was when she just sort of ran through the whole crowd there, and I can't remember the guy who she.
Slut.
It set the scene where they were playing poker, and then she came in, and then the guy's wife came in, and the guy left, but then the guy finished the scene.
Yes, yeah. I don't remember who was in that scene though. Yeah.
Oh
but
man,
I remember the scene. Yes.
How many guys?
3.
Only 3.
Yeah.
Only 3.
It's more than 3.
Only 3.
Have you done more guys than that?
I've done 7. I did Starbangers too.
Ooh, you did 7.
Yeah.
Now there is a girl. I just saw this online, you guys. That this girl is going to do over Father's Day weekend. She's going to do over 5,000 guys.
5,000.
That's almost seems impossible.
That's
right?
crazy.
Because
that's back in the.
Let's think about this for a minute. Logically, we'll try to work this out.
5 guys at once every 30 seconds.
But 5 guys at once.
Yeah.
There's
That's
3.
really good math.
There's 3 orifices. Unless they've got 2 small penises, guys fucking her ears, like squirrel monkeys. But
it's like Annabelle Chung lives.
That's crazy.
And then she's got to take a break, because I remember when I was hanging out with Jasmine St. Clair, and then she did that big
Jasmine.
Oh, she's so cool.
Yes.
But when she did that great big gangbang, you had to take breaks, and they put bags of ice on her vagina, because it was like wearing out. And then after the scene, she was going, Tom, Dick, Harry. But I mean, that's gotta mess up your fucking mind. 5,000.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
No.
Yeah.
That'll put your ass in the hospital.
Yeah.
Don't try this at home,
just-
folks.
Yeah, I just can't imagine.
Yeah.
That's just like too much.
But she's doing that next weekend.
What is that called? Extreme porn? Extreme porn? I don't know.
Do you think? Yeah.
By the
Yeah.
way, that scene, one of the guys in that scene that I talked about at the poker table was Randy West.
Oh, God bless
wow.
him. He was so cool. Babe, do you remember back in the day, they didn't have all the fancy music guests that we have now at our wonderful AVN show every year. But back then, it was just Randy West. He had that band.
And I have a scene, and I'm going to send it to you when I get to my car, of my very first scene that I ever did. And
With the small boobs.
Yes, and Randy West played my dad. and my mom was, I think was it my mom or my Angel Kelly?
Angel Kelly.
Yes.
Wow.
It was
Now
called,
you remember Angel Kelly.
Yes, it was called Even More Dangerous.
I love Angel Kelly.
And she bring me in as her daughter or as her sister, but Randy West played my dad, and there's this scene where I'm going, he's like dying. I'm like, don't go, Daddy, don't go. And someone sent it to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so young, and Randy West was playing my dad. It was. Yeah, it was really cool. I was like, oh, I'm a little good actress right there.
That a girl.
Too much Young and the Restless when I was younger. Wow.
Genoa City.
Yeah, exactly. Genoa City. Yeah.
Well, James was on General Hospital.
That's right.
You
God, wow. You're very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
That
General
was
Hospital
100
very
years
What was
ago.
your character, James? I forget your character's name.
He was a reporter for the Port Charles paper.
Oh, okay.
He was a bit of a scallywag, to say the least. But that was so
Lord.
long ago.
Wow.
Long ago. Tell us about that mainstream movie that you did.
Oh, I did a movie. Well, I did a few.
It's a little low-budget movie.
Yeah, I did Fear of a Black Hat, which was one of the movies.
Fear
I
of a
did.
Black Hat
Fear
or
of
Black Cat?
Fear of a Black Hat.
Fear of a Black Hat.
And it was a takeoff about all of the different rap groups, and then I did one called Call Girl.
Oh, yeah,
And
no, I remember that one.
that's the one with where I told you one of the what were the brothers' names that did the New Wave Hookers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff for them, and I did another one called let's see, Fear of a Black Hat.
Was that High Tower?
Stuff
Yeah,
out there.
I did a lot of mainstream music videos.
Now,
and-
what is doing now? Now, you're obviously not going back and doing adult anymore, but would you do appearances in a mainstream movie, maybe a horror movie?
Oh, I would love to.
Because your
I would
buddy
love to.
produces
Yes.
and stars in horror movies.
Yes, I would do a horror movie, and I recently started an OnlyFans, so I wanted to get out there and connect with my fans.
Now, do you do boy-girl scenes in your OnlyFans?
No, I don't. But when I was at the award show, I did have a few of the actors that are.
So you're thinking of it.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to make a comeback. I just
Now, is that a C-U-M back or C-O-M-E?
C-U-M? I don't know.
Yeah.
I do.
How about if we put a mask on you?
Me with a mask.
They'll know it's you.
I do want to connect with some girls in the industry. I love Ava Devine, and I've reached out to her.
Oh, Ava.
Ava, I just love her.
She's been going through some stuff right now, but she's doing great.
I love Ava.
We love you, Ava.
I love Ava, and of course, I love Misty.
She was telling us before we went on the air. She's
I was like,
gotta
you
do
gotta
something
get us
with
over
Misty.
here. Let's go do something. Let's have some fun.
Well, just film it over here at the house, at my place.
Yeah.
Because you can't film it at your place.
No, I can't do anything at my
Can't
place.
film it at Misty, so you got to film it here. Yeah.
And so
I'll get LT to fly out from Chicago
I
and
love
film
LT.
us.
He's so much fun.
You
He
know,
makes me
that's
laugh.
right. He's good.
Yes,
He's a good guy.
Yes.
All right, caller, thank you for calling.
Dominique, I gotta ask.
Okay.
I got to ask one quick question to Domonique. I know that, I mean, this is kind of serious, but I know that Ron Jeremy, that story broke a while ago, and you shot a lot of scenes with him. What was he like? Did the stories about what happened surprise you at all?
Actually, the Ron Jeremy thing is, I didn't have those experiences with him. My only experiences with him, I did a music video with him called Freak of the Week with DJ Polo, and he had all of the
Korn.
guests in it, and I only had positive interactions with him. I can't even speak. I never saw anything like that. It was surprising for me to hear those stories, because that but he wouldn't he wouldn't come at me that way anyways, because he knew I was crazy, you know. so he
not like Erykah Badu, I'm going to put a voodoo spell on you crazy, but you're just crazy.
But he wouldn't approach me that way. So I mean, sometimes when you're a young girl in the industry, and you know, certain things happen because they're vulnerable, you know, but I didn't have that experience.
Well, yeah. Okay.
So
that's the answer. That we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Caller, thanks you for
guys.
calling
Have a good
in.
night.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
You bet.
All right, now back to our news here out of London. International starlet Anastasia Doll takes center stage in Anastasia Doll, all-girl sex addict from Harmony Films. If you have not seen one of her scenes yet, this girl is gorgeous, like my buddy out in Europe over there, Yves Sweet. Gorgeous girls out there in Europe. Anastasia Doll is joined in the Little G Helm title by with Tori Cummings, Lady D, another great performer, Tanya Amazon, Mackenzie Page, and Jada Sparks. And in Florida, our friends have been calling in from Tampa all night here. Portion of the Florida state law requiring age verification to access most social media networks has been blocked on Tuesday by a federal district judge who called the measure that's currently being enforced likely unconstitutional. So we'll see what happens with that. The Vice is Nice is now called Party with a Purpose. That is going to be next month in July. So we'll give you some more information. No comped free tickets. This is a charity event, okay? So please, you know, remember it's a charity event for the Animal Rescue Alliance. We need to close that dog. I mean the dog door, okay? Because I can hear my dogs over there barking away. Also, I want to tell you about a wonderful event that the wonderful Jamie Lee Curtis and Barbara Streisand are putting together with Project Angel Food on June 28th. This will be telecast as a telethon for Project Angel Food, but this one is helping out victims of the fires that ravaged all of Southern California. That's going to be on June 28th. Now, if you don't live here in Southern California, you can go to ktla.com and watch the telethon. There's going to be tons of musical acts performing there. And Peanut, stop! There'll be tons of musical acts performing on there. See how she listens to me. And a lot of great celebrity guests live from the KTLA studios in Southern California for a very, very good cause. Once again, the Urban X Awards is coming up in the middle of August. We're giving away 5 free tickets right into insidecontests@gmail.com. Some movies to check out on the mall.sexy this week. Check out Squirt Squad Volume 5, Black Raw Volume 83, and Overcome with my buddy Anna Claire Clouds. And the profile this week on the mall.sexy is on the lovely Nicole Doshi. I worked on a feature with her last year, and not only a very beautiful, sexy woman, but a very good actress, very professional gal, just a wonderful person to work with on a set, Nicole Doshi. Check out some of her movies on the mall.sexy. They include Asian Bombshells 5, Evil Squirters 10, and Uncut 20.
All right.
Now that makes me wonder, Uncut 20, is that a large 20-inch penis that's not circumcised?
I hope not.
Oy. Oy. Oy vey. All right. And then, of course, you can get a chance to win a free ticket to go to the TCL Chinese Theater, formerly known as Man's Chinese Theater, on Hollywood Boulevard, right into insidecontests@gmail.com. Domonique Simone, besides your wonderful book, once again, they can purchase this book at?
You can purchase it on Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Wow.
You can come check me out. I'm on OnlyFans, DOMONIQUE Simone 1.
And if you can't find her book at Barnes and Noble, look for the guys in the trench coat. If they're all standing around in an aisle, going, "Don't you want me, baby?" That's where Dominique's book is.
Yes, yes.
I'm kidding. Yeah. All right. And then social media, you can get.
Social media, I'm on Twitter, Domonique777. That's DOMONIQUE 777. And I'm on Instagram, DOMONIQUE _Simone_ on Instagram.
Very good.
Yes, yes.
You look so lovely.
Thank you.
And I know you've got to run to a party right now. Once again, there it is on the screen right now. A Star is Porn. Follow me at James Bartholet on Twitter, at James Bartholet9 on Instagram. Our Roku TV channel, 24 hours a day. The wonderful Edric has updated some new stuff on there. And we have new movie trailers and new Foodies TV stuff and new segments on there all the time. And don't forget, we have a trivia question that comes in between the movies, and there's actual TV guide listings that come up and let you know what time the shows are on. So look at those trivia questions. We're giving away free giveaways of promotional t-shirts from some of the adult film studios out here. We've got a collection of shirts, and you could win that as a prize. What a great prize. It's very, very cool. And I am back on OnlyFans. I have got my new series, which is Sugar Baby, Sugar Daddy.
Ooh.
I'm winking at you. I'm not having a stroke. With some exciting scenes up there. Brand new scenes, never before seen anywhere. Some of these girls that are performing in the scene with me have been out of the industry for a while, and they came back.
Oh, wow.
And they did a scene with old Sugar Daddy James.
Okay.
So you never know.
All right.
Get to blow me. I mean, get to know me. I'm kidding. I'm not being mean. But we've known each other for a long time. We kid around. But the new scene's on there, onlyfans.com/James Bartholet. It's just $8 a month. Come on. Subscribe. Okay? And tip, please.
All right.
2 bags of groceries is $175. Please help out an old Jew, okay? Please, and go to your OnlyFans again. That's
it's Domonique Simone 1 OnlyFans.
Now, is it more than just sex on there? Do you go and give life tips or something?
I do the dick ratings and just numerous things.
Decorating?
Ratings.
Oh, dick ratings.
Yes.
Okay, you said that so fast. I said you're decorating tips or something. She's like the Martha Graham.
And it's just
Martha Stewart.
to stay in touch with me, and I personally.
You rate dicks?
Yes.
Whoa. Are you mean about it?
No.
Yeah, if they pay for it to be mean. Some guys like that.
I know, the humiliation. No, I'm very honest about my ratings, and I usually.
Why are you looking at me and smiling and saying that?
I usually get some pretty good pictures.
I remember one time this guy wrote into me and Misty, and I think it was Tiana Trump, and said, "Would you rate my penis?" And he sent the picture, and we go, "Well, we need to see a picture of you holding your penis." And he goes, "That was a picture of me holding my penis." And I swear to God, it looked like a guy holding a Virginia Slim cigarette between his middle and
oh my goodness.
Index finger.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Now, excuse me, if you have a penis that is the diameter and the smallness of the Virginia Slims, I don't think there's a lot of porn you can do. I'm going to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, maybe a BDSM thing. Have you ever done BDSM?
No, I haven't.
Have you thought about it? Because I could see you being a major ass dom. With the leather outfit and the whip.
I think I did a few of those movies, but
Yeah.
I just never could take it seriously.
You just start laughing on the
I
set.
started laughing. I just thought it was funny.
Oh,
but
cool. If you want to, there's some fan out there that's just tuning in, or whether they're listening or watching the show right now. Tell them to do their Domonique Simone homework tonight. What movie should they watch?
Oh wow!
Oh wow, that was a good title. Yeah, what studio was that?
Starbangers.
Starbangers.
The Passion.
The Passion.
All the My Baby's Got Back series.
And remember, My Baby's Got Back, not baby back ribs.
My Baby's Got Back. Oh wow!
Which she came up with that title.
My scene that I did with Lexington Steele, I can't remember what.
Which one?
Wow.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Your scenes with TT.
My scenes with TT. I did a lot of scenes with TT. I loved working with TT. My scenes with.
Did they
Peter
call
North.
one maybe TT and the Tatas?
I don't think I had the Tatas, the big Tatas, when I was with him.
Wait a minute. You were a B cup then.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
later in my career.
Yes, I remember that. You were
yeah.
a B cup.
Yeah, later in my career, I was with him after I had him done though. But he.
Yeah, but you performed with him when this. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you regret that you had that done?
No.
Really?
I don't regret anything I've done.
Good girl.
I don't regret anything I've done.
Domonique Simone, you are a beautiful, wonderful friend
Thank
and a
you.
wonderful legend.
Thank you.
There's a young gal that's out there wants to get some advice. What would you tell that young lady right now? Look in the camera.
I would just say to just be really careful about what ads you reply to, and do what makes you feel comfortable. Don't do what you feel is going to make somebody else happy. I just think do what makes you happy, and you be in control.
And don't be pressured by the agent to go out there and do the scene.
No, you're in control.
If you wake up and you don't want to do it, don't
do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
you.
Till next time, I'm James Bartholet.
Domonique Simone.
Good night and good sex.
Mwah. Reply to and do what makes
Ari,
you feel
you know what?
comfortable.
I'm
Don't
so
do what you
confused.
feel it's gonna
There's
make
so many
somebody
porn
else
scenes
happy.
to watch.
Yeah.
But how do I
Do
know
what
where
makes
and
you
what to
happy
watch?
and
I mean,
you
I
be in
only
control.
want the best
And don't
stuff
be pressured
out
by
there.
the agent to go out there and do the scene.
Don't worry.
No,
It's
you're in
all
control.
at the
It's-
mall.
If you wake up
Sexy.
and you don't
There's
want
more
to do
than
it,
just
Don't
shopping
do it.
here.
Yeah.
There's
Exactly.
movies, adult
Thank
star
you.
profiles,
Thank you.
and much
All right.
more.
Till next
Plus,
time, I'm James
you can hear
Bartholet.
what you must
Domonique
watch.
Simone.
Good
Updated
night and
every Wednesday
good
on
sex.
Inside the
Mwah.
Industry Radio.
Reply to
Every Wednesday night and
do
on the
what
Inside
makes
the
Ari,
Industry
you know what?
community
I'm so
channel.
confused.
You see
There's so many
everything
porn
is
scenes
there.
to watch.
Yeah.
But
Go
how
check
do
it
I
out
know
today.
where and what to watch?
themall.sexy.
I mean, I only want the
If
best
you like
stuff
your
cartoons,
out there.
comics, animated porn, and games that are hot, raw, and uncensored, well then check out DukesHardcoreHoneys.com. That's DukesHardcoreHoneys.com. You can see the sexiest erotic stories that feature curvy women, MILFs, busty teens, and well-hung studs. There's superhero porn, horror porn, and suspense porn, monster porn, and horny housewives. If you like it, with hundreds of videos, games, and thousands of comics, you'll be guaranteed to come back. Well, then check out Duke's Hardcore Honey. Check out the new Twisted Tales animation Hardcore Honey, featuring the voice talents and some of the most popular stars in the adult entertainment industry, urban women. And coming this summer, they'll be adding some new hardcore VR animated superhero porn to the site, horror porn. So check out DukesHardcoreHoneys.com. You won't be disappointed with hundreds of videos, hardcorehoney.com. You'll be guaranteed to come back Well, then check out. You know what? I'm so plus. Check out. There's so many corn details, animation, hardcore, featuring the voice talents. I mean, it's some of the most popular stars out there in the entertainment industry.
Don't worry.
And coming this summer, they'll be adding some new.
This is Domonique Simone. Stay tuned for more.
Oh, we got to give her a goddamn mic. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Shit on the shingle.
All right.
Fuck. All right, we're just gonna have to go like this and just let this. Honey, I'm just gonna let this hang
Yeah,
right here.
I gotta get some powder because I am just like
Oh,
so.
man, you're sweating like,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
nervous MAGA supporter at a Trump rally.